Hello and welcome to this week's assembly. This is the last assembly from me before the Easter holidays, and it is the last assembly that we have on our series of hope. And today we are going to be thinking about the Easter story. I'm sure in RE and in your assemblies you have been learning all about the Easter story. So I wonder, how well do you know the story? We're going to have a quiz to test your Easter story knowledge. There are 10 questions, and for each question there are going to be 3 options, and I would like you to choose the option that you think is right, and it's either going to be A, B or C. So you can do those actions in your classroom to show which answer you think is right. So A, B or C. Are you ready? Question 1. On Palm Sunday, what animal did Jesus ride into Jerusalem on? Is it A, a camel, B, a donkey, or C, a horse? It was B, a donkey. So good job if you got that one right. Okay, question 2. What did people wave as Jesus arrived into Jerusalem? Was it A, palm branches? Was it B, banners? Or was it C, flags? Cast your vote now. It was A, palm branches, so well done if you got that one right. Okay, question number 3. When Jesus ate his last meal with his friends, that we call the Last Supper, on Maundy Thursday, what did they eat and drink? Was it A, cake and lemonade, B, crackers and juice, or C, bread and wine? What do you think? It was C, bread and wine. So great job if you got that one. Okay, question number 4. What was Jesus made to carry on the day that he died? Was it A, a cross, B, a heavy box, or C, a branch? What do you think? The answer to that one was A, a cross. Okay, question number 5. What day did Jesus die? Was it A, Thursday, B, Friday, or C, Saturday? Which day was it, do you think? It was B, Friday. So well done if you got that one. Next question. Question 6. How many criminals were next to Jesus when he died? Was it A, 1? Was it B, 2? Or was it C, 3? How many criminals? It was 2 criminals, so that was B. Good job if you got that one. Question 7. Where was Jesus' body placed after he died? A, in a grave, B, in a coffin, or C, in a tomb? His body was placed in a tomb. It was C. Great job. Question number 8. What was put in front of the tomb? Was it A, a stone, B, a plant pot, or C, a door? Which one do you think it was? It was A, a stone. Great job if you got that one. Okay, 2 more questions. Question number 9. What day did Jesus come back to life? Was it A, Saturday, B, Sunday, or C, Monday? What do you think? It was B, Sunday. Well done if you got that one. Last question. Question number 10. When Jesus had risen again, Mary saw him. Who did she think he was? A, a soldier. B, a passerby. Or C, a gardener? The answer was C, a gardener. Well done, everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause. Good job. So we are going to hear the Easter story now, but we're not going to start at Good Friday or even at Palm Sunday. We are going to start long, long before that first Easter, at the beginning of the world. In the beginning, God made the world, and it was perfect. But as we saw in our assembly last week, it didn't take long for things to start going wrong. People started going their own way and not living in the way that God wanted them to. The world wasn't perfect anymore. Because people turned away from God and they did what they wanted, they made a barrier between them and God. But even though the world wasn't perfect and people did wrong and they were separated from God, there was hope. God had a plan. His plan was to send his son Jesus into the world, and he would be the rescuer who came to save the world, to bring hope and to bring God and his people back together again. And as we celebrated at Christmas time, Jesus came into the world as a baby, and he grew up into a man, and he spent his time teaching and healing and sharing God's love with people. But in order to bring forgiveness and to break down the barrier between people and God, Jesus had to do something amazing. He was put on a cross and he died. That wasn't the amazing thing, because lots of people died on a cross in Jesus' day. They put his body in a tomb and they rolled a huge stone over the entrance of the tomb so that no one could get in or out. Now I wonder, how do you think Jesus' friends would have been feeling when they saw Jesus, their friend, their leader, their teacher, dying on the cross and being buried in a tomb? I think they would have felt devastated, disappointed, and hopeless. It must have been a very dark day for them. But here comes the amazing bit. When the disciples went to the tomb on Sunday morning, the stone had been rolled away. And as they looked inside, the tomb was empty. All that was there was Jesus' clothes that he had worn. His body was gone. Jesus was alive. He had defeated death and done something truly amazing. Now, can you imagine how the disciples would have felt when they found out that Jesus wasn't dead? He was alive. There was light, there was joy, and there was hope. And that is why we celebrate Easter. When Jesus rose again, he left the darkness and sadness behind. He brought forgiveness, and the barrier between us and God was broken down, and now we can be friends with God. He showed us that he is stronger than death and stronger than all the things in the world that are wrong, in our lives and in the world. And as we said last week, one day Jesus will come back to earth and there'll be no more sadness, no more sickness, no more death, and the world will be perfect once more. So whilst we still see suffering and hurt in our world at the moment, we have hope that one day all that will be gone. And all because Jesus did something amazing by dying and rising again. So we're going to pray now, and if you want to join in at the end, you can say Amen. Dear God, thank you for sending Jesus into the world so that we have forgiveness and can be friends with you. Thank you that he didn't stay on the cross, but he rose again, and that one day he is coming back again. We give you thanks for the hope that Jesus brings. Help us to remember the true meaning of Easter as we celebrate this year. Amen. Happy Easter, everyone. I hope you have a really good week and a great Easter break. And I will see you again for more assemblies next term. Bye.